Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Vegans Talking Shit. I'm Vanessa. John and Joy are not here today. But it's only me and one special guest that you bring her in the stage right now, and we can talk a little bit more about herself.
So today it's just vegan women talking shit. It's very exciting.
Yes.
I love it. So I'm Nancy, and Vanessa and I met on a vegan cruise, which was so wonderful. Best way to meet a new friend, just being pampered in the most vegan way. As we sailed the Mediterranean. But now you're in warm Florida, and I'm in freezing cold Maryland.
Well, it's not so warm here today, Nancy.
Oh, no?
Look, no.
Oh, you are wearing a sweater. Winter white. Look at you.
It's very cold here today. But let me tell just a little bit more about Nancy. She's an artist.
I'm gonna go inside though.
She's a musician. She's an author. She's a bunch of stuff.
I am certified in health in whole food plant-based health coaching, but I realized that I don't want to give my doctor the business card she keeps begging me for, because even though her patients want to be more plant-based, I don't like being bossy and I don't like arguing. It's why I didn't do anything with my law degree either. I really don't want to be in the role of a policeman. At heart, I'm an artist and a musician. So what I have figured out and what I want to share with you today, because I think there's a lot of vegans listening to this and you're wishing for a magical way to get your friends to be vegan and not alienate them, right? This is what we all struggle with. It's what the hardest thing about being vegan, everyone has to agree with this, is that other people are not vegan. It's the hardest thing. So my most successful way, this is Sugar Pie. She's very excited to say hello.
She's super cute.
So I heard you, Sugar. We're inside with you now. The best way I have found to invite people into my lifestyle, because a lifestyle is not a lecture, it's an atmosphere. And as you can probably already see, the atmosphere I've created is about joy and beauty and color, enjoying life, and in the enjoyment of life, celebrating the beauty of nature. I have my giraffe friend here, my giraffe lamp. In every room, I'm celebrating how beautiful and wonderful and amazing both plants and animals are, including Sugar Pie.
So for you listeners that is on the podcast platforms is not seeing what Nancy is showing now, is an invite, because her house is very colorful, is very like live house with her art. So I think you should go to YouTube and check out the video of this. But you can describe.
Hopefully this will be hopefully it'll be interesting and valuable use of time without seeing my art. But of course, I'd love you to see my art. So I love entertaining. We had a dinner party for two friends Saturday, one of whom is pescatarian right now, and she's really afraid of my judging her. She's very sensitive about being criticized. And so I just avoid that. And I continue to serve her. She makes vegan food for me and she's a wonderful cook. And then I make vegan food for her. And actually I served, so I'm in my dining room right now, which is a mess, but becomes very elegant in just a few minutes. But I thought I'd make it a mess for you since this is how I actually live. So I love setting the table and making sure every color is represented, every color in the rainbow. And then we did an Italian theme. So we had insalate, zuppa, pasta, pizza, and then we had affogato. There's now a vegan affogato at Trader Joe's, which is amazing. If you don't know what that is, it's espresso poured over vanilla ice cream. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's Italian.
And I haven't had, right, the whole meal was Italian, and I haven't had affogato since I became vegan, which was 19 years. So that was very exciting. But
there is two gelato places close to us for who is in South Florida that they serve affogato. Is
excellent,
pretty good. Yeah,
this
is gelato and origami.
Trader Joe's is a coconut-based ice cream. Anyway, while I was preparing the affogato, I gave them their first dessert, which was winter berries, which are white strawberries. And it was, each one was sitting in a little cordial glass in a tiny puddle of the best balsamic vinegar that I have ever found. It's blended with fig, just amazing. So I set that down, the cordial glasses, while I was preparing the affogato. And Stephanie said, "Is this a vegan cruise?" Because she'd heard me bragging about all the little desserts that we had.
Yeah, we had
like desserts. One of each, right? I don't know if
actually I have here my mug, Vegan Travels mug.
Such a great discovery. So anyway, that was fun because she was realizing that I was it was obvious that I was pampering them with so many dishes. I mean, I greeted them with vegan tzatziki and baba ganoush and pico de gallo. I know those are not Italian, but they were just like, wow, there's so much food. And I love that. I'm always going for that wow factor with everyone, vegan guests and non-vegan guests. But there's definitely more of an excitement when I have the opportunity to host somewhat open-minded people and just to lavish the love on them. And then my art, as I was saying before, in celebrating animals, so I specialize in painting nature. And what I do automatically when I paint anything in nature, if I think I'm copying something, but people will say, "Oh, well, you made it more colorful." I automatically make things bigger and more colorful, just like I'm bigger and more colorful than most people. So is my artwork, because I'm 6 feet tall. I'm not big, but I'm tall. So in making things bigger and more colorful, I'm drawing people's attention to details that they hadn't noticed in, say, like a passion flower, which is this incredibly, I mean, every flower to me is a miracle. The details that you don't see when they're tiny, but if you blow it up. So my art is a way of blowing it up, like putting things under a magnifying glass. And I have other people, like this is a Chagall that has a bird in it. So, and this is Egyptian, where a bird was deified. In their religion, they had elevated animals to the rank of gods. I assume they were not eating cats or birds because they had so many, or dogs, because they were elevating them to a divine status. But to me, we are all at a divine status. We all have a spark of the divine. And when I started decorating my house, I was just doing the flora part of nature. And it says here, a quote from Van Gogh to his brother, "In all of nature, in trees, for instance, I see expression and a soul." But as vegans, we see expression and a soul in a chicken, right? Not, it seems obvious that if you can see it in a tree, of course you can see it in a sweet, curious, intelligent, affectionate chicken. But so many people have been desensitized to the presence of soul in a chicken. And so by painting a chicken in my guest room, this chicken clearly does not belong on a plate. This is a personality. She has a heart, 2 hearts on her tail. She has flowers. She's
beautiful.
Thank you. She's a regal creature. And so my hope in putting this chicken in the guest room is to give people an opportunity to think about what a chicken is. And that's like the softest way I can say, because I actually deleted something recently when someone complimented a photo of this. I messaged her, and she's a chef and she cooks chicken all the time. And I was like, oh my God, I sound so judgy and I sound so superior. And I realized I could delete the last 3 things I had written before they had been seen. And it
what did you write before?
I said, she had said that's a beautiful chicken. And I was like, I love chickens. They're such protective mothers and they love attention and affection. And I said some other, like I was humanizing them, right? That's what people would probably call it. I was just talking about them for the characteristics that have been brought to my attention that make them special. They are intelligent, curious, affectionate, all those things. And then I thought, oh my God, she just posted about her, because she's a chef. She just posted about her chicken dinner. This feels rude. It feels confrontational. Why am I saying these things about a chicken? I need to back off. So I'm so glad, because then she was like, I'm really tired. Like she came back to her phone. She was like, I'm really tired. I'm just exhausted. I hope I have more energy tomorrow. And I knew she hadn't seen those things. And I was like, okay, phew. Because this is a new friend. And I know she thinks I'm really nice. And I try to be, but veganism triggers this desire. I know this is universal, because when you have this kind of revelation, this life-changing shift from being brainwashed to being aware and awake to the truth, you want everyone to wake up and join you. And it's so tricky, right? Yeah. So I'm grateful that I could just show her the beautiful chicken and let her sit with that. Maybe the next time she looks at a chicken, she'll think of my chicken. Maybe she won't.
Yeah.
You know?
I never go never since the beginning to tell anything to anybody. But if they ask and or start comment, I can't hold off my thoughts. So but I never go in someone's social media that that's posting about cooking animals or anything to write anything.
No.
But if the person make any comment, like some recently I traveled with my family, and I don't have to tell you guys that everybody there eats meat. Is not a little bit, it's a lot. It's every single meal. And it's kind of like sad for me to see that nobody cares, especially because they are my family. I love them and I believe they're good people, and they still not being good with animals. So this hurts me, and I wish it didn't hurt, because I think this can cause bad stuff for me, not for them. So it's my health, it's my thoughts, it's my feelings that can make me get sick, even if I'm feeling bad stuff all the time about it. So it's not about them, it's even about me. But I cannot stop thinking about every single time I sit with them to eat. Every single time I see my niece and my nephew that's so young eating red meat like crazy, I can't don't look at that. So it's pretty sad. But I feel I'm quiet. But sometimes if I have opportunity, they are my family. I can make jokes, I can judge them, and they still love me, and they will have to keep loving me forever.
Yeah.
But yes, many times I make jokes. I make like, oh yes, super cute. But in the afternoon, you're going to order one like that. No, I really make these comments.
Yeah.
But with my family. So, but the rest of friends, I don't do it, because it's not because I care exactly if they will like me or do not like me at this point.
It just doesn't lead anywhere positive.
Yeah, I just doesn't want
being ready for the opportunity. You said the word opportunity, and also like I think you're putting yourself out there. You have a podcast, so people know they can ask you, right? And that was what informed my decision to post on Facebook that my cashier at Trader Joe's wanted to sign up as a health coaching client, because I do occasionally, even though I don't want to do that as a business, it's a way of qualifying myself as someone they can ask questions of. And today that worked. I had a phone call with a new friend I met on the bus to New York City recently. And she's 75 and she's probably listening to this. I know she wants to. So she has some serious medical issues that she was going to New York for. And when we got on the phone pretty early in, like when I told her what I was doing today, she said, "Tell me how you have that energy." And I said, "Well, I'd be happy to tell you. It's coffee and whole food plant-based diet." And she said, "Well, I drink coffee and I fall asleep, but I am curious. I haven't tried plant-based." And she's told me different diet things that she's tried and how she has anemia and her doctor said this and the other thing. And I just said, "Well, if you want to make some adjustments, I'm happy to help you." And when she said, "I am a cheeseaholic," I said, like, I felt like that's an invitation. If someone says I'm a cheeseaholic, I said, I used to be addicted to cheese too. And do you know what? Do you know why you use that word cheeseaholic? It's because the protein in cheese has a blanking on the word, an opiate like effect on it activates our opiate receptors. And you literally are addicted to it. But the good news is you can break the addiction in 3 to 4 days. And she's like, "Okay, I want to do that." And so we talked about like the things that bother her the most. She just started telling me the things that bother her the most about her diet. And she said she's addicted to baked goods. And I said, "Well, you're not my health coaching client, but if you like, I can give you advice on how to replace baked goods, because we're over the reason we eat and eat and eat when we start eating cookies is because they're not nourishing us. So they're not actually satisfying us. They can fill us, but we're not nourished. It's a different thing. So if you eat dates, Medjool dates, that saved me from refined sugar because it's so sweet, but it's full of magnesium and iron and fiber and like I think it's like 8 or 9 essential nutrients. So you are what?
Nancy,
What?
with John, dates do not work.
They don't.
Eat the entire package of dates and still going for ice cream after and return to the dates and go.
I have a trick. I have a trick to slow you down in the dates. Okay. So I told her my trick. So I understand that. And I even said to her, sometimes you're going to eat 10 dates. If you're really stressed, you could eat 10 dates. I don't want you to feel bad about that. And other days, you're going to make the date dessert that I described, and you're going to feel like a queen. You're going to have it with your cup of tea, and you're going to be like, that is all I need. And what I told her to do is take a 73% dark chocolate bar, make sure that, it's fair trade and all those other good things it could possibly be. Mine's Ugandan. And either shave it in this recipe or cut a sliver because it's so rich. Okay. So you take a date, you split it open, take out the pit. And then I think probably the most decadent food I have in my kitchen is Philosopher brand sprouted almond butter. I don't know if you've tried this yet, Vanessa.
No, I don't think so.
My client fed it to me and I was like, "Okay, you just changed my life. Where am I getting this?" And she said, "You have to get it from Thrive Market because you don't want to pay $40 for a jar of almond butter." And I was like, $40. And I told myself at the time, I'm not buying this for myself, even at a discount. That's crazy. I get it every month now. And it makes everything. I do feel like a queen. I am now a queen because of this product. So a split date drizzled with Philosopher brands. I'm not being endorsed by them. I wish I were. Philosopher brand sprouted almond butter. It will slow John or anyone down because just like peanut butter, it's even though it's this drizzly nectar, it's sticky. You can't talk while you're eating. It's not like you could just shove it to the side of your mouth. It's a whole mouth experience when you put nut butter in there. But it's so amazing and it's so good for you. And if you shave chocolate on top of that, then it's a ritual, right? It's 3 ingredients. And, chocolate is definitely, that's as fancy as we get, but you don't want to eat a whole chocolate bar. So you might need to make this for John, come to think of it.
I will do it. I will do
Yeah,
it. Sometimes
take
we
a
use the
little.
peanut butter with
If
the
you take,
dates.
if you take a garlic, or a lemon zester, that's what I use to just take the slightest bit of chocolate off the bar.
Okay.
You know what is lemon zester
Yeah,
is?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, just sort of snow the chocolate onto the nut butter covered. Yeah, if he loves peanut butter on a date, I don't know how he can eat an entire container of peanut butter dates. I don't think you can do that.
Well, he can eat the entire pan of food. I don't know how my husband eats so much.
I don't know.
When I have him enjoy here.
He's not eating in front of the television, is he?
No, no, we don't eat like a food in front of
He's
television.
paying attention to the food.
We see it. It's like a rule in my house. Nobody eats looking at the TV.
Okay,
They're
that's
just
good.
sit at the table and eat with me.
Hi, John. We're talking behind your back.
Oh, John's not here. He's not here.
I know, but he's listening. He's going to listen to it.
He's going to listen.
He wants to know what we talked about while he was traveling. So
well, I tell him this stuff, but he like sometimes if I make food like over to keep a little bit for tomorrow,
yeah,
I don't have this chance because while he doesn't see the end of the food in the pan, he's not going to stop.
Okay.
And when I have him enjoy at home, I have to make a food for like 10 people.
For an army. Okay, so I've been married a lot longer than you. I'm older than you. And so this making all the food disappear thing, it's a habit, especially when you have delicious food. But I have found that if I pack up the leftovers that I want to have when it comes out of the oven, pack them up right then.
I'm doing that.
And don't let anyone know that exists.
Yeah, I kind of like hide in the back,
Yeah.
But this is, I don't know how he can.
That way people can help themselves to seconds and think they have the satisfaction of scraping the pan and not knowing there's more food. But you're already doing that. I don't know what else to tell you.
I'm already doing that. Sometimes I make his plate. He makes jokes with me because I make a lot of rice because it's very Brazilian dish.
Yep.
So rice and beans is almost every day in my house, basically. And he just put too much rice, and the nutritionist already told me like more beans than rice. And now he make jokes like, what's my rice rights?
Oh God.
It's 5 spoons. That's it. Not more than
you have to be careful with American rice though. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. I bring many foods from Brazil every
Oh, good. Great. Good for you.
I brought the entire bag last time. The last time, no, like 3
I had a local farmer read me the riot act about locally grown, or not locally, but American rice. Like he really wanted to frighten me. Partially because he wants me to buy rice from his local farm, but entirely. He wants to buy, he's a doctor who grows rice because he feels so strongly about how terrible it is the way, Americans grow it. Factory farming. So,
but anyway, he does a good job.
He does a good job. Yes, okay. He does it in an organic, clean way. And his rice is expensive, but we do buy his rice at the farmer's market and we eat less of it. And it's like all these purple and black and brown, really rich colors and lots of flavor, more fiber, less of a, hey, you know what? We were talking about this with our dinner guests. Have you and John done, tangent, have you done a glucose monitoring system yet?
The sugar and the yes, we did. We have
You've worn a patch for a couple of weeks?
No.
Okay. So monitoring is different from getting your blood drawn. So do you guys wear Oura rings?
Yes, we do.
Think of all the sponsorships I could have right now talking about this product. Okay, so through Oura Ring, you can order.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, so we did that. And what you would learn, and I think because John, I was just listening to you guys today on your podcast about your nomination for the award, which is very exciting. John was talking about how he was originally a health vegan. And this is important information if you're a health-driven eater, because you respond to rice differently from John, and John responds differently than I do. Same for sweet potato, same for bread. And this is the way to really find out, because you can't go to the lab every day to get your blood drawn. Insurance is not no one's going to do that or pay for it. But for $99, you get a full month of information, and you can track every spike and look at, what did that happen? That was from raisins. That was from the raisins in my granola or in my rice. There's so many things that look the same in a nutritional information chart, but they don't act the same in your body. What the surprise for me was how important sleep is to my glucose level, and acute stress. One day I was walking down to the our hot tub is outside and it's down the stairs from our deck, and we have this stuff called snow here. And I was holding a drink and my phone and a towel. My hands were full. So when I slid on the snow, I went right down on my butt and went down 3 steps like that. And that's really stressful. And this is a kind of that doesn't happen to me often, but it's the kind of thing I would forget about unless I were bruised. But my ring showed this enormous spike right then. I was like, oh, that was the stress my body went through when I fell. And I made so much glucose, because when our bodies evolved over the many thousands of years that have been humans, we've evolved to rev up our machine with different hormones to get away from a tiger or whatever is going to kill us, right? And our body doesn't know the difference between stress from your work or stress from your relationship or stress from falling down the stairs. And all of it produces glucose. So that's another reason why diabetes is linked to stress, and cancer is linked to stress, by the way.
Yeah.
Disease. So stress management and glucose management and everything else. It's all connected. But I just love knowing more, always looking for more knowledge and more insight. So that's my latest.
I told John about the monitor. I have seen that on the Aura, and John is in love for his Aura ring. Remember we asked you about it in the boat. You told, because I saw more few people with
Paul.
Aura.
Yeah, well, Paul was wearing one.
Yeah, Paul was wearing 2, but there was somebody else that I asked about it. So everybody loved, and I got for me and John. And the John in the beginning, like, I don't care, I'm not going to use it. Don't like stuff by, And they say to him, like, just change your, like, a wedding ring and put in the same finger, and that's it. And he did that, and he's in love. It's the first thing he checked in the morning, in the afternoon.
How much sleep? What kind of quality?
Oh my God, he's in love. So after maybe he get interested to the
actually Vanessa, because I don't know, I'm a huge bargain-aholic. We split the $99. We each did 2 weeks, because I said there's nothing I'm going to eat in a month that I wouldn't eat in 2 weeks. We're creatures of habit. So if I'm consciously going through everything I like to eat in 2 weeks, that's all I need to know. And I could always get more, but we split the month. We both registered. What's so funny?
It's funny that you comment that about the way you eat.
Yeah. So I just thought I'd come up here. This is my meditation tree.
Oh, it's a beautiful meditation tree.
Thank you. More animals, fish.
Yeah.
Fruit.
So she keeps showing us some parts of her house, guys.
For the people not watching,
go check the YouTube because it's very different.
This is my naked self-portrait with a modesty scarf.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah, it's very nice.
And then I've got my cat outfit in the back because it's just funny. It's just funny, and it's orange.
Yeah, it's super nice. So, and tell us, Nancy, about the tour you were doing.
Well,
That's something very, very
there's another
interesting.
there's another
And
bird. So Airbnb, whenever you book a stay with Airbnb as a guest, they immediately, like as you finish the transaction of booking your stay, they show you fun things to do in the city that you're going to be visiting. And I am now officially a fun thing to do. Uh, so my fun thing, which took me 5 years to persuade them I was the world expert in, is a mural tour of my city, because I now have more murals than any other artist in my city. And the tour, this is actually in controversy right now because my very protective and loving husband, even though I've seen Reiki clients for years in my home, he's worried about strangers seeing this as an opportunity to rip me off or worse. And he's not sure that he wants the house to be part of the tour. But so maybe you guys are getting a really exclusive peek. I don't know.
I understand.
Most artists' homes that you tour are dead artists, and I didn't see why I should wait to be dead for people to tour my home. Like, I could see my kids turning this, they think it's a museum, they want to turn it into a museum when I'm gone, fine. But I have all the stories of this art. Like, I know why everything in here happened.
I love that window, by the way, in the
Thank
back.
you. This is the
It's
Amalfi Coast.
super beautiful.
Thank you.
It's very nice. And the cat there is a plus.
Yeah, the cat loves this room.
The cat is real there.
My cat is not vegan. He is pescatarian. And he keeps waiting for these goldfish to jump out so he can eat on. He sits right there next to my beautiful pig watering can and that's his spot.
Wait.
So yeah, we have another chicken, although I did not paint that. We have a zebra, giraffe, cheetah, cat again. That's what Paul and I used to look like. And you know how it is. Hi, sugar pie. And that's a fake rug. She's on a real rug. This is a fake rug. This is another fake rug, but those are not animals. But my latest thing is this lotus pond. And I really want you and John to come in the summer, get a little Florida weather, get away from, doesn't it go into the hundreds in the summer where you are?
Yes, it goes.
So maybe it'll be a little cooler. If you came here, you would see one of the wonders of the world. A young woman, very privileged young woman, about 100 years ago, took her daddy's credit card or something. She traveled the world to Cuba, Honduras, Egypt, India. I don't really remember all the places, but she collected lotus from every country that has them growing and brought them all to Washington, D.C. And it's this amazing national park that no one seems to know about, even when they've lived here for a long time. It's kind of in a bad neighborhood, but it's protected. It's just an oasis in the middle of the city.
Wow.
Acres and acres of these beautiful ponds. They have a festival every year with food trucks and dancing. And because I've spent so much time there, I know that underneath the surface, there are turtles. And I've thought a lot about the lotus flower. It means a lot to me because it has to grow through so much mud before it can bloom. So it's really struggling for a long time before it breaks through to the sun. And then even though it's blooming in muddy water, its petals repel dirt and it just opens and it's this gleaming, gorgeous thing. So I now have a pond in my house while I wait for the actual flowers to bloom. So down here is like, I'm going to add snails, and we have tadpoles over here and some dead leaves that are decomposing to nourish the new lotus flowers. So
yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice.
Immersive mural. So, and Karina, if you're listening to this, I'm waiting for you to bring me to Spain to paint big cats for you. Just a little reminder. Anytime. So this is my fan art that my biggest fan makes for me.
So, and for now, regarding your tour, how is it going
sorry.
to be?
Yeah. So we go around the neighborhood. I'm not going to do that with you because that would be crazy. I'm sure I would not have a Wi-Fi signal. But if it starts at the house, I'll show you a little bit more of what's here. I'd love to show you the uplifting staircase that I won an award for, but even though I feel like it's my house, it's not. Sugar, are you coming out? Yes, she is. Okay, so this is going to look really familiar from my bathroom, right?
Okay.
Most people don't get invited to my bathroom, so I painted a much bigger celebration of the beautiful food that I love. And this is where I grow my Swiss chard and my kale and my lettuce and what else? Tomatoes. Not right now. Obviously, I'm growing snow. But this is where I come to get my backyard food. So I thought it would be nice to just celebrate beautiful food while I'm growing beautiful food. So that's what that is. And then over here is another giraffe and a portrait of my house. And this is where guests on the tour can make their own art because there's chalkboard paint over there.
Oh,
and then
that's nice.
Paul doesn't know it yet, but if the house is included on the tour, and even if it's not, like if we don't go inside, that would be okay. I don't know. We'll work it out. But anyway, I want to prime this part of the house because it's really boring and it's kind of dirty right now. And I thought, just standing here. So this is 6 feet.
Nancy is being really bad, the audio and the
the connection,
the video. Yeah, if you can go back, because we're not going to cut these episodes and videos episodes hard to cut, but you can just describe. Yeah, because now.
Okay, so I was just saying that's going to be a canvas for guests to do art on. I'm going to.
Oh, now completely stops.
Hi.
Let's see now.
What happened? I lost the signal.
Yeah, now I think you're back. It's getting back. Yeah, I think you're back now.
Sorry. Yeah, I walked.
So if someone is interested to do the tour, how exactly?
Oh, right now you can go through Airbnb, but since you're smart enough to listen to Vegans Talking Shit, you can contact me directly and have a private tour for you and your family or friends or whoever's coming to DC. I'm happy to book it with you directly. So how would you reach me? You can go to nancyillman.com. I think that's the best thing.
So, because I'm going to cut this part to put in a short in our social media. So, do you want to repeat like a short, make like a
about the tour?
Yeah, about the tour and how they contact you, like looking here to the camera, not because I'm going to put this part. We're going to say right now on social media. So if you want to settle down, Nancy has a lot of energy, guys. So she keeps walking and showing, and she's an artist. You understand how artists are, no?
This is how we are.
Energy.
This is how we are. At least
now you're going to post
plant-based diet artists. Okay, so if you want to book a tour of my local public-facing murals in Tacoma Park and even access some private spaces like people's gardens and patios by appointment, you can contact me and schedule a tour. My website is nancyillman.com, and you can also email me directly at ncillman@gmail.com.
She's in DC, guys, just to remind everybody. So, and anything else, if you want to talk about anything around her, if she can help you, anything else, we know that she has a lot of skills
If you want to learn a recipe while you're with me, we can work that into our time together because I'm certified in plant-based nutrition and I love sharing my recipes.
So she will be available, and just contact her directly. Pay less than you'd pay in the Airbnb.
Right. That's right.
So,
I'd love to meet you. Any friend of Vanessa's and John's is a friend of mine. I've never met Joey, so I can't include him in that.
You're going to love Joey. He's sure. Sure. He's so nice. Like, since the first meetup we had together, we connect very well with him.
No, he's very likable on the podcast.
Yeah, definitely. like you and Paulo. I was going to say like Paulo.
You can call him Paulo.
So we connect pretty quick talking, and
you know Paul's Italian name, right?
I know.
Paolo Nuovo Uomo.
In Brazil, we call them Paulo. It's still Paulo. We didn't.
But also the last name, Nuovo Uomo.
Nuovo Woman, new man. That's pretty funny. I didn't know that his last name was Nuovo Woman.
Yeah, in Italian.
Oh wow, that's pretty funny.
He's Paul Newman. He's Paul Newman. It is. I think it's hilarious. I love it.
It is super interesting. And then Nancy, you are going to the Vegans Travel again.
We're going to do a Paris cruise and a South of France cruise.
That's so nice.
But hopefully before then, you're going to come see all the lotus flowers with us.
Yes. I wish let's plan. Okay. This year we are going to Brazil to spend more time there.
Yeah.
We were talking a long time about this. We bought another property there, so to be able to take the cats and stay longer.
Okay. Did you say 2 months you're going to do there?
2 or 3.
Okay, good
I'm
for
you. Not sure yet, because so long I live here in US. I miss a bunch of stuff from home.
Yeah.
So I didn't have these American dreams that many Brazilians have. I really moved because John.
Right.
And I have a happy life there. It's was a hard decision to do it and move. And right now it's like 8 years. You turn 8 years next month. I think, April you'll be 8 years that I'm living here. And sometimes I just miss being my culture, be around Brazilians. And it's not the same, because John said to me sometimes, no, just go in Pompano Beach. There's a lot of Brazilians.
No, it's not the same. No,
it is not the same. It's not the same. And I think at this time, I deserve this. I want to spend more time in Brazil. And the apartment I had before John is rented for a while, and the people are good there. It's a small space too. So, and we just bought another one. So
congratulations.
A better location that make John also be
happier
comfortable to walk around. He doesn't have to take the car because he doesn't like driving Brazil because the motorcycles.
Okay.
It's crazy. And he doesn't like it. So he will be able to walk around by himself.
Congratulations on the first Winter Olympic medal for Brazil.
Oh, yes. Did you see that?
That's great.
That's such a funny thing. Think about, like, oh, you have a Winter Olympic medal. We don't have snow. But anyway, so and if you are very welcome to visit us in Brazil if you like. My city doesn't have much stuff to do there, but we can go around. We can go to the beach. The beaches are amazing. It's not because I'm Brazilian; they are gorgeous. So you are very welcome to come.
Thank you. Us. That would be amazing.
And here too, you told me that you were coming.
Yeah, I did tell you
Lauderdale. Yep. So
step on it. Yeah. All right. So we'll talk about our schedules when we're not on. Whatever this is, StreamYard,
yeah. So what? So there is anything else, Nancy, that you'd like to share with our listeners?
Lead with joy. I would just say lead with joy.
That's
beauty and joy. Just show people what you love, and I don't know how they cannot want to know more if that's what you stick to.
Yeah.
Right.
I can hear he purring.
He's purring,
That's so cute.
Yeah. He feels confident that at any moment now, he's going to get more food.
That's cute. So,
all right. So eat good food, everybody.
So for now, this is our bonus episode with our friend, artist, musician, all that list we talked before. And I hope you enjoy and see you guys soon. For Vegan Talking Shit, I'm Vanessa.
Thanks, Vanessa. I'm Nancy. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.